castle built by the Austrians for the Hungarians in Romania. What kind of place is that? Which I was planning to skip, however I am happy that I didn't, as it was experience of its own class.
So, what is the next castle? In English, Corvin's Castle, located about an hour journey from where I am and an hour and a bit journey from Alba Iulia. Inside that castle, nothing much interesting, so I'm going to get back in the car and not that direction, I'm heading that direction for about an hour. See you then.
Corvin Castle, located in the city of Hungary. Construction started in 1446 and continued until 1480s. Originally meant for diet of the area, which was John Hunyadi at the time, Hungarian general and the father of Hungarian king Matthias Corvinus. The entrance to the castle is 45 lei, which is around £7.50. While I was here, outside was being renovated, including the bridge. However, the castle is still open to tourists. The castle has 3 large areas: the Knights Hall, the Diets Hall, and the circular stairway. Like I said, the construction finished in 1480, however throughout its history improvements have been made, mainly for aesthetic reasons. One of the most important properties for John Hunyadi. The castle was transformed during its reign, and it became his home and not only enforcement point. With the passage of time, the masters of the castle had modified its look, adding towers, halls, guest rooms, the gallery and the keep, and the last defence tower, called Nebiosa, which means don't be afraid, which remained unchanged from John Hunyadi's time.
So on to the chapel. First entrance, to be honest, from when you get into the castle, it does have a quite calming feeling to it. There's actually some writing about it as well. Started construction 1446 till 1456, so it took them 10 years to build this.
The wing of a castle called Mantel, a painting can be seen which portrays the legend of the Raven, which was also the name of a descendant of John Hunyadi. The city where the castle is located lacks attractions, however it is rich in history. As for one that caught my eye was the population, as it was around 896 people during the reign of John and Matthias, rising to 81,000 at its peak in 1992 due to the large iron deposits located in the area. However, since communism fell, the population was in decline, and as of 2021 it is only 50,000.
Walking around this castle, I don't know about you guys, but it gives me a feel of a old school horror game or horror movie. Something like Insomnia, where you just wander around the castle, not knowing if something's chasing you down the corridors like this. It would have been way worse if it was at night.
At the time, I did not know this, but the castle also has a rich history, as it is a place where Vlad the Impaler was held a prisoner by John Hunyadi, and the castle is sometimes even mentioned as one of the inspirations for Dracula's castle. Also, the castle was used for a set of horror movies, such as The Nun from 2018 and 2024 remake of Nosferatu, which explains why I felt like I was in a horror game. The castle plays into this creepy vibe with the odd 3D paintings, empty rooms, and corridors, which normally I would say is a negative, but here it gives it that special feeling. This place is not as great as Paylist Castle, which are shown in a different video, or Alba Iulia, also shown in a different video. However, it has its own vibe, and I am happy I can say I was here, with its creepy vibe and stunning views of a local city. I have nothing to complain about this place, as I believe that most of Romanians will agree that this is the place to visit. As the closest one, to my knowledge, is Alba Iulia, with it only being 1 hour away. And I have to say, if you're in an area of up to 2 hours away, you have to come and see this castle. It will give you a feeling that no other castle will, with its empty rooms, and for me to say this means that this place impressed me.
I'm quite a fan of this one, this method. You get strung by your by your rear arms up in the air and you're left like this. Quite painful to imagine. However, I don't think there's much more to see in the torture chambers apart from a plug, because everybody needs an outlet sometimes, even in the medieval times.
As the castle dungeon is small, it only has 3 exhibits, but all of them are good quality, and it is interesting to think what kind of acts happen down here when no screams could escape.
So, where am I going next? It is a construction of a village from, I can't remember from when, but like really long time ago. Generally the houses are built out of straw and clay, windmills out of wood, and it genuinely looks quite interesting, especially that next to it is a zoo which I might visit. However, that depends on the time when I'm going to get there and when I'm going to finish sightseeing that place, because my next hotel 5 hours from here, so I'm not looking forward to that drive. So this building here is abandoned, quite in a poor state, whereas this building right here is missing its roof. And right now what you're hearing in the background was a tractor covered in rust. So you do get a feel of poverty around here. Well, this is a shame because there's quite a lot of nice castles located here, and the people surprisingly are friendly inside this country, which I think, especially in the UK, they don't get too much of a credit for their behaviours. But again, I've got a feeling that's because just wrong kind of people go to the UK nowadays. Whereas the nice ones nowadays stay here and try to make a living inside their own country, speaking their own language and not being worried about being pretty much a guest of a different country. Which I don't feel surprised for them, especially about myself. I'm a foreigner living inside of the UK. However, I don't know if I would want to come back to this, where most houses are in ruin, lacking windows, boarded up. Half of the houses are destroyed or just lacking basic necessities from what I can see, where people are still riding on a horse and a cart instead of cars. I've seen a few of them now, which just shows how poor it is around here. Anyway, let's go back to the car. Well, let's pay for the parking, let's get back in the car and let's get on the road to the next destination.